All right, welcome back, everyone. As always, I'm not here to talk politics. We'll save that for another day. Pretty wild how the market has shook off yesterday, though. You remember, I'm not here to argue. We're here to learn. We're here to make money. That's the goals. We're here to spot the best potential trades of the day, et cetera, et cetera. But I do have to, the one comment I do need to make, it is pretty wild how the market just completely shrugged off yesterday. Not exactly what I would expect to see, but hey, it is what it is. We trade what's in front of us. And, I had an old boss. When I was, probably when I was 20. He used to say, hey, man, we got to do what we got to do to pay the bills. And if that means selling pencils on the street corner, we'll sell pencils on the street corner. So in trading, trade what's in front of you. If we got to trade pencils on the street corner, that's what we'll do. We got EVs running. We got Bitcoin's going wild. I said it yesterday. I said 40K is coming. Hell, Bitcoin might hit 40K before noon. Looks like it wants it. So anyway, I'll move on. And I've said this all year. I started the pre-market prep in March, I think. And I've said it all year. Maybe a scary world out there. But from a trading perspective, I have never seen this. Anything like this. So Make lemonade out of lemons when you can. So, all right, let's get to work. A couple things. I got a webinar tonight talking specifically about SPACs, IPOs and SPACs, but it's probably going to be 75% SPACs with a little bit of IPOs sprinkled in. I think a lot of you are maybe unfamiliar with SPACs. Special purpose acquisition companies, blank checks companies as they called. It's like the du jour way to go public in 2020 and 2021. It's free. Go to stockstrade.com/free-webinar, or Alex will drop the link in the chats. And 8 p.m. Eastern. And I'll be back here at noon Eastern for the daily briefing. And let's go to work. Plug. My man Styles, gold star for my number one. Styles, first question of the day. I always love punctuality. And Styles picks my favorite stock of the day. Double gold stars for my man Styles, Steve. So, again, EV play. So let's talk about plug. Let's talk about why we care. Why was I so happy that the first ticker of the day was plug? Hot sector. Tesla's going for 800. Mark my words. I might be wrong. I would be willing to bet that Bitcoin hits 40K today and Tesla breaks 800. So the reason I talk about Tesla is the whole EV sector. One of the reasons we've been in love with electric vehicles all year is they follow the 800-pound gorilla. And, the 800-pound gorilla is Tesla. And all of the lower-priced EVs have followed it all year. So you got hot sector. You got a great headline on plug. Listen, they'll probably screw it up. Plug will probably screw it up, but when you're talking about a 1.5 billion strategic investment for a stock, that's a legit. That we're not talking 1.5 million. We're talking 1.5 billion. This stock is a short seller favorite, so we know we've got bagged shorts in this thing. It's just been a beautiful trend. Beautiful. Look at that breakout back here. Ooh, when did I draw? Look at that. Wonder when I drew that. Look at that. Descending wedge and then hold of some. Interesting. I wonder when I drew that line. But that shows you the break of the day. I bet you what I was talking about here. And this is good technical analysis. I don't remember, but I'm willing to bet what I was talking about was how resistance becomes support. So notice that triple top on plug at 14. Couldn't break. Then it breaks, stock pulls back, and then perfectly bounces off that previous resistance level. So remember, when we're talking technical analysis, and technical analysis is a art, not a science, but resistance tends to become support. And when you're talking on the short side, support tends to become resistance. So you will see these key levels come in play over and over again. But anyway, I'm a nerd. I'm a dork. You can yell at me for being a dork. So that being said, guess what? Break of 45 on plug, probably risk down on 43.50. So, and it's in play all day. Man, it's nuts to think about. As an old school, as an old man, it's nuts to think about plug being at 40. I mean, this thing, plug used to be like a laughing stock. For years, plug was a laughing stock in the EV space. Look at 2014, went from 74 cents to $12 and then just got destroyed for 5 years. And here we are. I mean, this is just such a great representation of 2020. The fact that plug is freaking $45 a share and probably going higher. Anyway, well done, Steve. Mara, Riot, etc. I think they're all, listen, Mara, Riot, F-Cell, Mara, Riot. We talked about them last night in the Steady Trade team webinar. I was very, very cautious in the Steady Trade team webinar, and I basically begged everyone to be really careful overnight. But I said, I'm like, listen, if you had to overnight anything, okay, with all of the, and because this, we're talking, this is a 3:30 webinar. So at the time I did that webinar, it was the middle of the stuff in the Capitol. I mean, it was going down at 3:30, okay? And Bitcoin was breaking out. And I said, listen, I would be very, very, very cautious overnighting anything. But if you had to pick something, pick a crypto-related stock. Because when the shit hits the fan, that's when Bitcoin's going to run. And the shit hit the fan yesterday. And when Bitcoin runs, so does Mara, so does Riot, so does BT, etc. So, me personally, I'm probably going to be a little more focused on the EV plays, simply because you have to focus on something. But all, Riot, Mara, they're all dip and rips. A lot of you asking about OGEN. Jeez, multi-month breakout. Nothing dies, man. Nothing. I just, and I might have to sneeze. I won't go on the rant again, because I go on this rant about 3 times a week. It's just so crazy to swing short anything. I mean, OGEN, terrible. Disgusting company, disgusting stock. And you wake up one morning because you're like, oh, OGEN, it's going back to 50 cents, on the short side. And then you wake up and it's up 80%, So anyway, we got some news. Oh, dang it. I might have to sneeze. I'm trying to fight the sneeze off. I mean, it's a coronavirus headline. Remember, no, and I've said this for 9 months. COVID news. No penny stock. No penny stock. will cure coronavirus, treat coronavirus. None. No penny stock will accomplish anything. I mean, listen, maybe they'll make masks, okay? A penny stock company could manage to make masks. They aren't curing it. They aren't treating it. No, never going to happen. That being said, what do we got? 60 million shares traded. Almost traded the float in pre-market. We got a big gainer early. It's holding VWAP. It's the exact setup. You know, here we go. What am I going to draw? This should be seared in the back of your guys' eyeballs at this point. There's slight variations, but I mean, basically, when we're talking about a piece of crap penny stock that's trading the float like OGEN, it's the same idea every day. 945 DNR, risk on VWAP. So, same idea. When we're talking sketchy penny stocks, it's the same idea every day. So, OGEN whiteboard and note OGEN and recent. All right, guys. Busy day for me. I know I say that every day, but I do have, I got up at 4:30 today, and 4:30 a.m., and I got a 8 p.m. webinar, okay? So I've got two Steady Trade Team webinars. I got the noon daily briefing. I got to record some YouTube videos later today. Got a 4:30 conference call, and I got an 8 p.m. Eastern webinar talking about SPACs. So you could say, oh, Tim, you always say you're so busy. Well, walk a mile in my shoes, brother. So anyway, have a great day, my friends. I know we didn't get to 1 million stocks today, but OGEN is a textbook piece of crap penny stock dip and rip. Plug is a solid, air quotes, real stock breakout. And then Bitcoin 40, Tesla 800, Mara Riot in play. Pick your favorites. You know, CBAT is another battery play. So you just gotta follow your process. You gotta pick your favorite, and your favorites don't need to be the same as mine. Look for the patterns, look for the volume, look for the news, sector, and we've got 3 or 4 hot sectors right now. Pick your favorite. Do your list, do your process, focus, and if Plug fails to break out today, then I can rotate to cryptos, I can rotate to OGEN. There's no lack of opportunity out there. So be willing to miss. Understand that it's a misser's market. When you've got 5,000 stocks running, you don't have to nail everything, etc. So, all right. Have a great day, and we will see you next time.